Okay, to do problem number 10 from the homework, we were given sine of s is 2/3 and sine of t is 2/5, and s and t are both in quadrant 1. So we start by drawing triangles to find the three trig functions that we're going to need. We're going to need sine, cosine, and tangent. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So to find the missing side, we're going to need to use the Pythagorean theorem. So x squared plus 2 squared is equal to 3 squared. X squared plus 4 equals 9. So x squared equals 5, and x is going to be equal to the square root of 5. So in this triangle, I know that the sine of s is 2/3, that the cosine of s is root 5 over 3, and that the tangent of s is 2 over root 5, which is equal to 2 root 5 over 5. In the second triangle, also in quadrant 1, we've got opposite over hypotenuse. Using the Pythagorean theorem again, we know that x squared plus 2 squared is equal to 5 squared. So x squared plus 4 is equal to 25. X squared is equal to 21, so x is equal to the square root of 21. So the sine of s, or sine of t rather, is 2 over 5. The cosine of t is root 21 over 5. And the tangent of t is 2 over root 21, which is 2 root 21 over 21. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and start calculating the sum and differences. The sine of s plus t is sine of s cosine t plus cosine s sine t. Substituting in, this is going to be 2/3 times the cosine of t is root 21 over 5 plus cosine of s is root 5 over 3 times the sine of t, which is 2/5. So that's going to equal 2 root 21 over 15 plus 2 root 5 over 15, which gives us 2 root 21 plus 2 root 5 all over 15. The sine of s minus t is sine of s cosine t minus cosine s sine t. So all of the values are the same. The only difference is that we have a minus sign in between our two terms. And so our final answer then is going to be 2 root 21 minus 2 root 5 all over 15. The cosine of s plus t is cosine s cosine t, and then you've got a sine of s sine of t, and then remember the cosine is opposite of what's in the parentheses. So substituting in, we've got root 5 over 3 times root 21 over 5 minus the sine of s, which is 2/3, times the sine of t, which is 2/5. So when it comes to radicals, you can multiply them even if they're not like radicals. That's going to be the square root of 105 over 15 minus 2 times 2 is 4 over 15. So our final answer here is root 105 minus 4 all over 15. So then when you do the cosine of s minus t, everything is the same, except in between our two terms, we have a plus sign. So when we substitute in, we're going to put that plus sign in between, and everything ends up being the same except we have a plus sign in the numerator for our final answer. So our final answer is root 105 plus 4 over 15. Okay. To do tangent of s plus t, the identity says it's tangent of s plus tangent of t over 1 minus tangent of s times the tangent of t. So substituting in, we have 2 root 5 over 5 for the tangent of s, plus the tangent of t is 2 root 21 over 21. And we are going to be dividing by 1 minus 2 root 5 over 5 times 2 root 21 over 21. So now in the numerator I would get a common denominator, which is going to be 105. So this first one I'm going to multiply by 21 over 21, and the second one I'm going to multiply by 5 over 5. So when I do that in the numerator, I get 42 root 5 over 105 plus 10 root 21 over 105. And in the denominator, I get 1 minus 2 root 5 times 2 root 21. You're going to start by multiplying the two coefficients, so 2 times 2 is 4. And then 5 times 21, we multiply what's under the radical next, is 105. And then we're going to divide by 5 times 21, which is 105. Now the easiest way to deal with these is to multiply the numerator by 105 and multiply the denominator by 105, and you distribute that through. We're not changing the value because the entire fraction is being multiplied by 105 over 105. So now when you do that distributing, the 105s end up canceling in the numerator, so you get 42 root 5 plus 10 root 21. And then in the denominator, 105 times 1 is 105. And then here, when you distribute the 105 to the second term, those end up canceling, and you get minus 4 root 105. And so that's our answer. 42 root 5 plus 10 root 21 over 105 minus 4 root 105. So then when we do the tangent of s minus t, the identity is tangent of s minus tangent of t over 1 plus tangent of s times the tangent of t. Substituting in, we've got 2 root 5 over 5 minus 2 root 21 over 21 over 1 plus 2 root 5 over 5 times 2 root 21 over 21. So again, we're going to get a common denominator. So the first one is multiplied by 5 over 5. The second one is other way around. This first one is multiplied by 21 over 21. The second one is multiplied by 5 over 5. So then when we do this, we have 42 square root 5 over 105 minus 10 root 21 over 105. In the denominator, when you multiply 2 root 5 over 5 times 2 root 21 over 21, you get 4 root 105 over 105. So now again, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the numerator by 105, and we're going to multiply the denominator by 105. So when I do that, I end up getting 42 root 5 over 105 times 105 is just 42 root 5. 10 root 21 over 105 times 105 is 10 root 21. So I'm done with my numerator. Now I'm going to distribute 105 in the denominator. So 105 times 1 is 105. 4 root 105 over 105 times 105 is 4 root 105. And so there is our answer.